Oof. All right. So off-season throwing volume, question mark. So this is super individual, like super, super specific towards the individual, not just like the individual and like how they understand their arm and their body, but also towards the individual and how, like what they need to work on in an off season, right? Like for me, in my off seasons, granted, like I haven't had an off season in a long time, but I try to like look at the season and go, okay, what are the biggest things that I'm lacking or not doing well that I need to start doing well to get me to the next level? And I write down, when I was younger, it was like a list of 50 different things, but then I got older and I started to realize how to, pinpoint specific things and not be overwhelmed. But I started pinpointing like 3 things. Now, those 3 things can be varied from physical, mental, preparation, whatever. But if it was a physical thing, then that changed the volume that I was going to use in the off season. I am not a proponent of this baseball industry that we live in today of like less throwing, and then go out and try to compete in a 3-day tournament twice in an outing. But I believe that I can, as you get older and you get more in tune with your body, you can throw year round. Now, that's obviously the hot topic, right? Like, should I put the ball down? Should I not? I'll just say it from my point of view. When I was in high school, when I was going through like all of my process, like every winter when it came time to play basketball, the baseball was down. Now, it wasn't as down for as much as time as like my other high school teammates, because I obviously knew that as soon as basketball ended, baseball started, and I needed to be ready for game 1. So I would play catch. But there's fine lines in between like not throwing at all and playing catch like 2 times a week, maybe throwing some plyos, doing some towel reps. Like there's so many little things that can be included in an off season to where like you can get your rest, but you also can do it actively, I guess. I'll tell you what, man, my first 3 spring trainings were brutal. And I always say that it was because I did put the ball down for an extended period of time. Like I would put it down for like a month, 2 months, and then I would just be late to the party, man. Like I'd get to spring training and I just would not be in shape. I would be in shape from like I trained hard and I freaking was in physically good shape, but like my arm just was not there. My velo was always down in spring training. And then I would say like the years that I went to like the fall league and then I started playing winter ball, I would come into spring training like, dude, ready to rock. Like, let's go. But, that's super individual dependent. I think I have a pitching talk segment on structuring an off season. I would encourage you to go check that out on the website. You can type in therobbyrowshow.com, and then in the search bar, you can just type in off season. I'm pretty sure something will come up. But I went into detail on how I would structure that. But the original question was off-season throwing volume, right? So like now the throwing volume itself is going to look different. But if I had learned anything from my first couple off seasons of being like 18, 19, 20, if I could change anything, I wouldn't necessarily just put the ball down and train. I would like pick it up once, twice a week. I would do more like, plyos weren't a thing back then, but like just some towel stuff, like just get the arm moving in that manner, which is something I didn't do. And I think I paid the price for it. I never really got off to a good start in spring training. So go check out that segment that I did on off season if you want, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Talk to you later.